is basically why lookups matter, or what is a lookup. So inside of ACT, anytime I'm going to print labels, do reports, do a mailing merge, I need to find my stuff. And so we've had people, when trying to do annual Christmas cards or labels, they ended up printing everything, and then they just go through there and they pick off the cards that they don't want or the labels that they don't want, and they send the rest. So doing a lookup or finding an appropriate list before you start is really important. So when we're talking about lookups in ACT, we're basically saying, what questions would I ask of my ACT database? And then we've got like 10 different topics I will talk about today. But let me just drag this over there. And when I say lookups, here's where this is helpful. Let's say I wanted to send mailing labels to my customers. Well, one way of doing a lookup is to right-click on a field. And so if I right-click on ID status and type in customers and press enter, instead of 416 names in my database, I have somewhat less than that. I've got just about, what's it going to say? About 70 that are marked as customers. And so if I want to do labels right now, I just go to File and Print, go to Labels, pick my label style, and hit Print. And here's this window I was going to talk to you about right now. So anytime you do something like this, and before you do labels or reports or mail merges, it's going to basically give you these three boxes here: current contact, current lookup, all contacts. So current contact is just the current one I'm on. That's one record. So if you're trying to do a mail merge to everybody, you obviously don't want to do just one. And then if you've got a big database, you want to be careful before you crank out labels or envelopes to 10 or 20,000 people. So doing a lookup, being aware of your lookup. So in this case, we see up on this menu bar here that the lookup was about 70 people. And so when I choose current lookup and click OK, it's actually going to show me, here it comes, my labels for those 70 people. So that's why we do a lookup first. Lookup is just a temporary way. It's not saved anywhere unless you actually save it. But it's just a quick way to find what you're looking for. It's like bringing something into your attention span or taking a book off of a bookshelf. It's what I'm going to look up next. Within this, kind of along the same way, let's say we were trying to do a Christmas card list, and we had done our lookup of everybody that's a customer, but there's a few of these guys that maybe I'm not going to send a card to. I just need to go to the tag mode here and just click, click, click. These are the guys that I want to omit from my list. When I'm done, I can choose Omit Selected, and they fall off the list. And so that way, manually, we've chosen to do fewer records than just customers. We've handpicked a few that didn't go there. And just a quick tip on this, if you wanted to save this modified lookup. So this one's no longer based upon a criteria. So originally we had a criteria of everyone who's a customer. In this case, we've manually picked out a few. If I want to take out a few more, I can go just pick out a few more. And then I go Omit Selected. And if I did the opposite, if I wanted to pick out ones I wanted to, I could choose Lookup Selected. But then if I wanted to save that as a group so I can retrieve it for later, I would go to Lookup and Groups, and here is Save Lookup as a Group. And so that basically takes this temporary list I just made, and I can call this my mailing list. As soon as you hit Save, those records show up into this group, and I can go back to those later. So that's our first topic on why lookups are